BWF new app. You can follow all your favourite players, get up to date with all the news, follow the results. It's an absolute must for all badminton fans. It's called Badminton for You, and it's just a touch away. So, a thrilling final. One match apiece after the men's doubles and the women's singles. Up next is men's singles, and it is Shi Yu Qi, former world #2 and silver medalist at the World Championships 3 years ago, up against the current world #1, Kento Momota, a reigning and two-time world champion. Well, Momota, 31 titles to his name, his opponent 7. They're both the top of world badminton. And for this man, well, it's delightful to see him back playing wonderful badminton again after his ankle surgery, after an horrendous injury at the Indonesian Open of 2019. But he's now leading China's men's singles with the absence of the former Olympic champion Chen Long from the team. Shi Yu Qi with the responsibility. And it's a big responsibility because he's up against the reigning world champion and the current world #1, Kento Momota. But for Kento Momota, this is his 5th match of the campaign. It's actually the 5th match for Shi Yu Qi as well, so both players used an awful lot in the team selection. And I can tell you this will be a 7th meeting between these two players. Kento Momota has the advantage, having won 4 of the previous 6, but the last time they met was in the last Sudirman Cup final. And it was 3 games 2 years ago in the final in Nanning.
Black or red? Red for you, black for you. Your choice, service, which side?
So that was quite clear, we heard it that time. Service chosen by Kento Momota.
Yes.
And if we think back to 2 years ago, I said that when these two met in the final of the Sudirman Cup in Nanning, 21-11 in the deciding game to Shi Yu Qi in 1 hour and 9 minutes. And quite remarkably, that loss by Kento Momota 2 years ago in the final was his first loss in a team competition, Thomas Cup or Sudirman Cup, after 18 matches. First loss in 18 matches is a pretty good team record, isn't it? Shi Yu Qi is 25 years of age, born in Nantong in Jiangsu province. 10 on the world ranking at the moment. He's been badly hit, I think, by the freezing of the ranking and the fact that just before the freezing of the ranking he was out of action. You can see he lost against Witisan in the last of the group matches against Thailand. Then he lost to Victor Axelsen, the Olympic gold medalist, and came through a tough old battle in the semi-final against Ho Kwang Hee, 1 hour and 11 minutes that match yesterday. Kento Momota is 27 years of age, the left-hander from Kagawa on Shikoku Island. That's the smallest of the 4 main islands that make up Japan. This, his 3rd Sudirman Cup campaign. Disappointment for him in the Olympic Games. But he's currently enjoying his 113th week in total as world #1. Won his first 3 matches and then lost to Lee Si-ja. That was the only match that Malaysia won in the semi-final against Japan. And that was revenge for the young Malaysian after their group encounter when Momota had beaten Lee. So our umpire for this one is Gunnas Laspiris from Latvia, and our service judge from Botswana. Different scenario 2 years ago.
Very different. Very, very different.
Yeah. For a start, it's 1-1. Everything to play for.
Yes. But also for Kento Momota, 2019 he was on top of his game. The last 2 years, one have to say, that's not the case. But that goes for both the players.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Japan, represented by Kento Momota. And on my left, China, represented by Shi Yu Qi. Japan to serve.
The prize awaits.
Ball. Play.
So the world #1, Kento Momota, the left-hander from Japan, against Shi Yu Qi. Oh, thought that may have been going wide.
Yeah, that's well laid on.
Well, just to emphasise the point that you made a moment ago, Morton, about Kento Momota in 2019, he reached 12 finals from 16 tournaments, winning 11 titles.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I think you can safely say that's dominance.
Safely, yes. But today is totally different. Fighting to come back into the same kind of form we saw in 2019. Remind you, both of these two players more or less in the same position.
Yeah. Well, 2 years ago, this was the third match of the tie. And with Shi Yu Qi winning on that occasion, that was it. Final over. Oh, that's delightful. But what a psychological advantage for teammates, whichever of these players win.
Yes.
Going to give a huge list for the women's doubles, which will be the fourth match on, and also possibly beyond that. Mixed doubles scheduled as the last match if we go the full distance.
Still one have to say that China is favourite in the last two.
Yeah.
Service over. 1-3.
Oh yes.
Yeah, Momota was kind of going cross-court to his forehand, but the smash came down the backhand side, trying to anticipate.
Well, you were saying before the final got underway that you were surprised about the selection of these two men's singles players so often throughout
Yes.
the campaign.
they've had a few chances to rest the players, and I think when you look at the overall entry of the tournament, these two teams must consider themselves as favourites to play this final, and perhaps they could have given especially these two players a small rest on the way.
So for Japan, selecting Nishimoto, and for China, yeah. I have to say that since Momota had that horrific car crash in Malaysia when sadly the driver of his vehicle was killed, and Momota had to undergo surgery, he had a eye surgery.
Yes.
I don't think I've seen him really aggressive in his style of play.
No. He's lost some pace, but he's also lost a little bit of his attacking power, I think. Still not back to where he was in 2019. Which means that he's got to work so much harder for his points.
Yeah. In fact, in the Olympic Games, I thought he was passive.
Oh, very, very passive. Thought it was enough just to play back, but it's not. And he's got to work on his attack, and it's interesting. If he had a good attack today, I think he will be successful, because we've been watching Shi Yu Qi during the tournament, and his defence has not been working really well.
No, he lost in 2 straight games to Victor Axelsen, who's an aggressive player.
Yes. And also when it's going against Shi Yu Qi in his defence, he's very often getting deflated quite quickly and is losing a lot of confidence. But I don't think Momota has got what it takes to really put the defence of Shi Yu Qi under pressure. Oh, that's a beauty, well played. So Momota have to stay patient.
7-4.
Now that was more like the old Momota, wasn't it?
It was, chasing his opponent around much, much better. Good quality in his attack. Good steepness. Really chasing Shi Yu Qi.
Oh, it's well left.
6-7.
And I think Shi Yu Qi should really try to utilise the fact that he is a quicker player than Momota and add some pressure in terms of pace.
So pace of movement.
Yes.
Yeah.
Try like this one here. That's a perfect example. Move Momota quickly from side to side. That is one of the options that Shi Yu Qi has got, and he is the faster player of the two, and he can do it. See here, 2 very fine examples of it.
9-6.
Yeah, when you get behind the shuttle like that, you've got so many options, haven't you? His teammates trying to lift Momota.
9.
Looked to me as if Momota changed his mind there.
10-7.
But that's where in 2019 he was more aggressive at the net. Not saying that he was killing shots at the net, but he would reach them earlier and chase his opponent much more.
Oh yes.
Yeah, good play by Shi Yu Qi. Really nicely played.
And a 4-point advantage for China at the mid-game interval here in the opening game. Yeah. Again, if you're getting to the net first, if you're taking the shuttle early, you've got options.
可能注意直线对角的时候，剪个划两直线，再剪拔回去。啊，当然上去以后，你还是注意推球，还是要压着把对。
前面为什么特别牢骚？前6分，我搓的球，我就往后退的，你知道吗？
啊，对。
为什么现在我搓了之后，因为我怕加速要回错，就是有点就是往前搓。
对，首先你还是把自己节奏压住啊，他还是顶你啊。
Chen Yu doing the coaching for Shi Yu Qi. Yosuke Nakanishi, Japanese men's singles coach.
11-7. Play.
Oh, that's perfect. I like that. Kill at the net there, the last one. Confident. Good play once again from Shi Yu Qi.
He was trying to be more positive at the front of the court there, Morton.
Yes, he was trying to reach it earlier. He was reaching it, but unfortunately for him, here, look at that, going into it, doing the right thing.
But not getting the right result as far as he's concerned. Well, gets the difficult one back and then makes what I describe as a simple error. And this is 5 straight points for a 7-point advantage.
Good angle. He's on a roll. Shi Yu Qi.
6 straight points. Brilliant.
Oh, that's good.
So Momota is just not doing anything to hurt Shi Yu Qi at the moment.
No. It was actually the same yesterday when Momota was playing Shi Yu Qi.
All reactive.
Yes. Every single attack did not work out, and of course Shi Yu Qi could sit back, wait for his opportunity, and with that massive, powerful smash, he could finish it. And Momota couldn't hurt him at all, and it's the same pattern here.
Yeah, finally.
Yes.
He breaks the run of points after 7 consecutive points from Shi Yu Qi. Oh, it's a mountain to climb from here for Momota.
Yeah, good play. Making Momota start, stop the whole time.
17-8.
Never run the diagonal, always start, stop. Clever play from Shi Yu Qi.
Oh, that's way long. Oh, this I certainly never predicted.
18-8.
Shi Yu Qi totally and utterly dominant at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, not the last 10 points.
But you're so right in what you said, Jill, that Momota can't hurt Shi Yu Qi with his attack, and that is giving Shi Yu Qi so much more confidence,
Yeah.
belief,
Serves over.
peace
9.
in his defense.
Yeah. Oh, that's clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Serves over. 19-9.
Oh, lucky net cord.
Serves over.
No, surely it's too little too late.
Yeah, almost 10 points adrift. But it was actually nice to see that Momota was spinning a net shot on a net shot. The reply from Shi Yu Qi, the cross one, was really nice. Then, of course, the lucky net caught for Momota.
10.
But good to see that Momota is trying to fight for the initiative at the net. So game point opportunities.
whole host of them for Shi Yu Qi.
20, game point 11.
Just wide.
Serves over. 12, 20.
It's bounced wide.
Yes, it did.
Near call from Shi Yu Qi.
Lucky and unlucky at the same time.
Yeah. That he could have taken that earlier, and that. Oh,
Oi,
brilliant!
oi, oi, oi. That is wonderful. Well played.
What a super punch clear from Shi Yu Qi to close out the opening game. Look at this, he looks as if he's going to play an attacking shot, and he leaves Momota absolutely stranded. What a shot.
What a way to finish that opening game.
Yeah, opening game 21-13 in a
所以你
little
的球
over 20
每一回来看，
minutes.
你要自己还是根据这个坚持战术基础上，保证提醒自己速度、整理速度啊。然后特别是后面那一段，就稍微他有点精力问题，你要注意第二局会不会还继续加速。你要做好别人打得好准备，就是说有些球他能跟上你或者防住你的球以后，你的心态不能让自己怀疑自己啊。
他高的时候我就慢，
对，
我一练他一高，我就没办法打快。
有些球啊，对，也就是说脚不一定说要怎么，但手上的球说要有，给他有憋的球啊，这个叫你的平高球也好啊，手脚这种球要给他有，然后下一拍准备快啊这一块，然后你看现在所有他的接发球都是还是以推为主，没有很少有往前，他在想加速的时候他才会有往前开始切放开始，所以你发现他地上这一块你有意思看啊，你就带着自己想法去打。好吧，重新开始，现在不要卡在前面，还是从0比0开始，去跟他斗到底，做好准备，做好困难准备就行，好吧，相信自己啊，来。
そこを白くに行ってもらうと出たくしそう。まず最初にクロスセットちょっと注意して真ん中まで真ん中まで。
So, last words of advice from Moscow Revolution. I don't understand why the court is mocked during the 2-minute timeout.
Well, they have plenty of time for that. Couldn't agree with you more.
We're still not happy. And I have to say, I did notice that Shi Yu Qi was still breathing really heavily in that
I noticed that
2-minute
one too.
timeout.
Yes.
And for Chinese fans, I think that's a little concerning, to be honest.
Yeah. But I don't think Momota's got the pace.
I have my question marks too. So second game, Shi Yu Qi and China taking the opening game 21-13. Go on. So if you don't think he's in physical condition enough to live with the pace, Momota, is there something else he can do tactically to try and turn this around?
I think before, in 2019, he was by far the best player from the front of the court. By far. He was controlling the front court, whatever he did. Today, he's just lifting. He's hardly ever playing these really tight spinning net shots, setting himself up nicely. It doesn't happen. He's always pushing it away from the net. And when he's not, he's playing these crosses at the net, which travels further time and give the opponent time to get it. He doesn't play these really sharp spinning net shots anymore. The fast ones, don't see them anymore. So if I was him, I would really try to get some control of the net. Whenever the opportunity is there, it's long on the back line.
2, 1.
Yes, that's delightful. Got net cord.
And can you remember the attack from his around the head situation?
Yeah.
We don't see that anymore either. Here we saw one of the shots that he could play. The slice down the line, he did it to perfection, but we haven't seen any smashes from that position at all. We saw that a lot in 2019 as well.
Good rally.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. That slice from Shi Yu Qi, all about the acute angle. Look how steeply that's going down. No pace on the shuttle. Oof, that hurt, didn't it?
It did. I noticed that. It did.
Busting rally. Scratch of the head. Physically and metaphorically. It's challenging.
Yes.
I think this is the first challenge of the men's singles, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't remember any either.
Yeah, look at him. Look at the body language of Shi Yu Qi. He's hurting.
He was angry that he took that challenge because he knows it's a waste of one.
Yeah.
Challenge unsuccessful. One challenge remaining. Serves over.
Yeah, he's got to play a little bit of poker with Momota. He's not going to show anything, but it's quite easy when you're watching his body language that he is suffering Shi Yu Qi. Oh, that's beautiful. Really nice play.
5-4.
Oh, indecision.
Oh, that's the first.
Yeah. It's the first follow-up.
Yes.
First smash from the round the head position, and it was good quick follow-up. And this is terrible indecision from Shi Yu Qi. I think there's little signs that there's going to be a shift in momentum. Quite possibly.
Momota is looking steady.
Well judged. Well judged. That wasn't long by much, I can assure you. Mister. That to me is also a sign of fatigue. He's got to hang in there until he gets a second breath, a second wind. That's a good punch, Claire. Yeah, that's a very good rally for Momota.
Yeah, Shi Yu Qi is looking fragile, psychologically as well.
9-6.
Showing a lot of emotions.
5 of the last 6 points to this man. He's gone wide as well. Yeah, to the mid-game interval. 7 of the last 8 points to Kento Momota. I could sense it more. At 5-all, 6-5, I felt there was a turning of the tide.
Yes, you mentioned it. And as I say, I think Shi Yu Qi is looking a little bit fragile now, doesn't he?
His whole body language.
Yes.
It bothered me, his body language, actually, between the first and second game. I know he was breathing heavily, but also his body language.
それがラリーでしょ、これがラリー。さあ、頑張って。
Yeah, not a lot of coaching on Momota's side. It's a clear indication that they're happy the way it's going.
You know, the last few rallies, there's been more spring in the step of Momota as well. I think he's suddenly got the belief. In 11 times so far, China's name on that Sudirman Cup trophy has gone wrong. Yeah, lovely angle. But he was, if Momota got that back, he was nowhere. He was nowhere.
She had given up on it. Not moving out of the corner.
Oh, that's super. Oh, that's overdone. That was a lazy looking shot.
Yeah, I think Shi Yu Qi has given up on this game, even though the gap is not that great, but I think he's given up on it.
Yeah, he's really struggling big. Yeah, he's gone. He somehow find second wind. He's not reacting at all. Well, this is extraordinary. I knew he was struggling physically, but it looks to me as if he's hit the wall.
Yes. Well, maybe he's conserving his energy and then go for the big bang.
In the third.
In the third. I think that's what he's doing.
Well, I think it's an awfully risky strategy. Not from this point, because he's 8 points adrift, but I think in the earlier stages of this second game, I think he gave up on it a little too easily for my liking. Well, I think he could get warned by the umpire for not trying.
It's coming now. It's coming now.
Yep. Umpire saying, "Are you okay, Shi Yu Qi?"
I'm fine.
Yeah. He's totally throwing this second game in the hope that he's got enough physical energy for the third and deciding game. No, backhand from there, that's ridiculous.
19-8.
This is disappointing to see, I have to say. Game point opportunities to level this men's singles at one game apiece, and that's gone wide as well. He's had enough of that game.
Let's hope it's for a higher aim.
Yeah.
One game ball.
你觉得说很多输波的时候，重点打中路也行，到了往前这一块再去。
往前就推太平了，前面
对，然后
好像觉得舒服，然后经常打不快。
这个你自己想的，不要说我还是要想着要攻死他，没有必要。 你前面球质量你可以了，就是这种球要再高就要失误的，所以你还是想着我这球要打连贯，就连贯，整理速度快就够了。如果
每个球都让他尽量更难过一点。
对，这样难受一下就够了。没有什么其他，就是还把这种艰苦的准备搞到了，就是还有球他还能救过来，那我还要跟你跑到底嘛，反正就是这样。就这一局拼好啊！
相手のさ、フォアあるから、一瞬やめてしまった、ネットはしまった、上げれるから。
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
So the players back on court ready for the start of this third and deciding game. When Chen Yu, the Chinese coach, urging his man to play a faster game, well that goes without saying, doesn't it? I mean, it was virtually at standstill in that second game. Got to up the pace. And that's exactly what he's done in the opening rally. I know it's only rally number one of the deciding game, but we've seen this on numerous occasions from players such as fellow Dane.
Yes, Anders
Antonsen.
Yeah.
And I have to say, I can understand why players do it, because the big goal is to win the match.
Yes.
Not necessarily in 2 straight games. That's gone wide, but I don't like it. I don't like it as a fan.
No, you can say that, but sometimes you're forced on the circumstances, and I think a lot of players have been in a similar situation, not only the few that we mentioned here.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Well, I think as long as Shi Yu Qi make that move count, it's more justifiable. I think if it doesn't make it count now, then yes, I agree with you. He has to make it count now. He really has to work as hard as he can. Good smash from Momota.
Yeah.
Good smash. Nice to see.
3-1.
Yeah, and that rally was important for Shi Yu Qi. He was all out for that rally, and had he not won it, I think that psychologically would have had a very detrimental impact.
But he needed 3 smashes to get it on the floor.
3.
And that is using a lot of energy. So for Momota now is really just important to have solid defense. Good play by Shi Yu Qi. It's taking a lot of energy.
Yeah.
One have to question whether he can last if he's got to work this hard for his points.
Longest rally so far, 29 shots. Yeah, good angle.
It's becoming an intriguing encounter.
It is, but from a Japanese perspective, I think Momota has gone back to being reactive, whereas I thought he was more proactive in the second game. Of course, he was helped by this man hardly trying, but
He had a few rallies here in the third game, but it's definitely Shi Yu Qi who's taking it to his opponent for the time being. Momota needs to react.
yeah, because it's 5 straight points now to Shi Yu Qi.
That's better.
Yeah, well played. Down, but not out.
And when you're watching Shi Yu Qi how she's walking around on the court, it doesn't look too good.
7-3.
Well, 6 straight points isn't so shabby, is it?
No, but body-wise,
Yeah,
and
can
body
he last?
yeah, body language-wise, it doesn't look good.
Oh dear, broken strings. Oh, look at him. Look at him.
He's almost like a boxer. Trying to have a look. Look at this.
Yeah, he's in physical distress.
He is.
That's a great punch clear.
Yeah.
Perfection.
We have a challenge on it.
Yeah, well done, line judge. Spot on.
Successful. 1 challenge remaining.
7 straight points now. Momota has to stop this run of points.
Yes, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's actually 8 straight points.
It is. 3-1 up.
Yeah, finds the line. Extraordinary.
reminds me a bit about when we saw this match, if you can say that. World Tour Finals 2019. Shi Yu Qi just completely took it to Momota and won in 2 straight games, as I remember it. The attack from the word go all the way.
So it's 10 straight points faulted at the net, Momota. Well, the net certainly moved. Well, that was because of the shuttle or because of the racket.
有没有就他刀也球，你该不该
Umpire
就像
judging
该
it
怎
with
么
the
讲？
racket.
他现在已经给你攻略
And on a run of 10 straight points, 11-3 lead
保持整体速度，继
in
续给
this
他压力
deciding game.
啊！但你自己不要说了，还过了就行了啊！这第二，把多拍多拍多拍多拍，把间歇时间拉好拉长啊！
I'll give my Mandarin translation here. 1 point at a time.
Yes.
1 point at a time.
I think you're right. I think you're right on that. It will be interesting to see how Momota is responding to this.
Service over. 4-11.
Missed it. Yeah.
Service over.
Well, there's certainly some tension in that arm.
12-4.
Driving the shuttle wide. There's a sign of tension.
Service over.
But he's definitely not lying down Momota. I think he's going all out now. I think he's trying to play the fastest game he can play.
Shi Yu Qi.
No, Momota. I
Momota.
think Momota is really trying to up the pace as much as possible. He's working so much harder to get to the front of the court earlier.
Chen Yu looking concerned.
Deep in thought.
This great lead.
Service over. 17-6.
It's out. It's out.
Well, the attempted kill, well, it was a kill. Went straight onto the racket of Shi Yu Qi. A bounding shuttle landing wide of the court.
But look at how delicate spinning net shot Momota was playing on a net shot. And that's what I alluded to earlier as well. Need to see him start doing that again. See, he's moving really fast forward, Momota. He's giving it, oh, that's a beauty. Well played by Shi Yu Qi.
Perfection on the net shot. There.
Quite casual, wasn't it?
Yeah. fantastic.
I think Momota is learning a lot from this match.
Service over.
I think he's really realising that his pace is not good enough. Honestly, I think he's learning from this match. Might not win this one, but I think he will learn from it for the future.
Yeah, good smash. And the dive there from Momota means that the board has to be knocked, and it gives Shi Yu Qi more time to recover.
A much needed rest.
Yeah. Yeah. Every time there's a high lift or clear to Shi Yu Qi, he's just going all out attack. He doesn't want long rallies.
No. Somehow the lift or clears must be slightly too short if Shi Yu Qi can do that. Oi, oi, oi. Fantastic smash. Wow.
Yeah, got behind it well as well.
He was so quick. But the angle, oh, that's good play.
Fabulous shot.
Going for it again.
Yeah.
It's going all out attack.
There. A 10-point advantage. And surely, even if Momota can find his pace, even if he finds his range, it's surely too little, too late. 3 points away, Shi Yu Qi from giving China a 2-1 lead over Japan in the Sudirman Cup final. Oh, that's magnificent
It's
again.
one after the next. But you can't say that Shi Yu Qi didn't listen to his coach.
No.
He certainly did.
Oh my goodness, that is sheer brilliance. What an angle, and what a way to bring up match point opportunities.
Match point 9.
Oh, that's too long. He gives himself a slap in the face. No, we don't miss that.
10-20.
But he's got plenty to take from.
Yeah. Go wide.
Is it possible?
It's possible,
It's possible.
but not probable.
English language. Yes.
That little break where the court was mocked, giving Shi Yu Qi a bit more breathing space.
Yeah, Momota really has to watch out now, because I think he's trying to conserve so much energy to put into one rally, and I
Yeah.
think perhaps this is the one.
He's done it. Yes, the delight for Shi Yu Qi, coming through 21-12 in the deciding game against the current world number one, Kento Momota. Exactly 1 hour of play. Well,
Match won by China, 21-13, 8-21.
yeah, that hurt
21-12.
physically. Both men in their 5th matches of the campaign. But the victory to Shi Yu Qi, 21-13, 8-21, 21-12 in the deciding game in exactly 1 hour of play. Well, he's still gasping for air. Gifting away the second game, saving himself for the decider. And we're seeing that more and more often nowadays, especially in men's singles. But the players take leave of centre stage. China are 2-1 up in the Sudirman Cup final. And this the match point opportunity. It was the 4th match point opportunity. Well, he put so much effort into keeping the rally short, and that, I think, was the 3rd cross-court smash winner of the 3rd and final game. And look at that elation. Relief as well that he had delivered when it mattered. Well, as he gets congratulated by his coach, as I say, that gives China a 2-1 lead in the overall tie. Next matchup is women's doubles. It's the Olympic silver medalists Chen Qingcheng and Jia Yifan against Matsumoto and Matsutomo. So welcome back to Vanta here in Finland. What a week we've had here for the 17th staging of the Sudirman Cup. We started with 16 teams and now on finals day just 2. The defending champions China 2-1 up in the final against Japan. We've got a 4th match and it is women's doubles, and it's Chen Qingcheng and Jia Yifan, the former world champions,